They were built decades ago, yet even today, photographers swear by them. While modern cameras chase megapixels and AI tricks, these forgotten legends capture something no digital sensor ever could: pure soul, timeless detail, and unbeatable craftsmanship. From mechanical masterpieces to film icons that refuse to die, these 5 forgotten cameras prove that old school still rules the game. Stay tuned till the end. One of them might just make you question why you ever went digital. Number 5. Sony Cyber-shot R1. Stands out as a forgotten gem from 2005, packing a whopping 10.3 megapixel sensor in a DSLR-like body that rivals today's mirrorless wonders. This bridge camera blended the ergonomics of a pro rig with point-and-shoot ease, boasting a massive 5x optical zoom lens that let shooters capture everything from wide landscapes to tight portraits without swapping gear. What makes it shine over modern cameras? Its raw CCD sensor delivers organic colors and dynamic range that flat-out beats the sterile output of many smartphone snappers, especially in natural light where shadows pop with real depth. Back then, it was a tech leap, offering manual controls and burst shooting at 3 frames per second, stuff that feels fresh even now. Imagine hiking with this beast. Its magnesium alloy build weighs just 1.2 pounds, lighter than most full-frame DSLRs today, and the electronic viewfinder flips out for overhead shots, a trick some new compacts still envy. Battery life? A solid 300 shots per charge, outlasting the quick-drain lithium-ion packs in your average vlogger's kit. Sure, it lacks 4K video or Wi-Fi, but for stills enthusiasts tired of menu diving and bloated apps, the R1's tactile dials and straightforward interface bring back the joy of pure photography. It's like rediscovering a vinyl record in a streaming world, imperfect but soulful. Pros: exceptional low-light performance with minimal noise up to ISO 800, capturing creamy bokeh that modern compacts struggle to match. Versatile zoom range, 24 or 120 mm equivalent, covers daily shoots without lens swaps, saving time and hassle. Cons: bulky design feels dated next to pocketable mirrorless bodies, and the fixed LCD screen limits awkward angle creativity. No RAW support means post-editing flexibility lags behind current editing powerhouses. Number 4. Nikon F3. This mechanical marvel redefined pro-film photography with a titanium shutter that clicked reliably across 60-degree aspers to 130 fps, outlasting the fragile electronics in many a modern mirrorless meltdown. As Nikon's last fully manual 35mm SLR before the digital deluge, it paired with over 200 Nikkor lenses, delivering tack-sharp optics that eclipse the plastic kits bundled with today's entry DSLRs. Why does it top modern cams? That viewfinder, bright as a sunny day with 100% coverage, lets you see exactly what the film sees. No cropping surprises like in cropped sensor digitals. Weighing a feather-light 1.6 pounds body only, it's a joy for all-day weddings or wildlife stalks, where battery-free operation means no mid-shoot panic over dead cells. The F3's build, with die-cast alloy and silk dampers, absorbs vibrations for buttery smooth exposures, a tactile thrill apps can't replicate. For portrait pros, the interchangeable focusing screens swap for precise manual focus, honing eyes in ways autofocus addicts forget. No LCD histograms here, but the built-in meter nails exposures 90% of the time, teaching balance over brute computing. It's the camera that powered photojournalists through wars: durable, discreet, and deadly accurate. Modern lenses mount via adapters for hybrid fun, blending film warmth with digital convenience at a fraction of new gear costs. Pros: legendary durability with no batteries needed for basic ops, perfect for remote adventures where tech fails. Expansive lens ecosystem yields unparalleled bokeh and clarity, surpassing kit lenses on budget mirrorless. Cons: film costs add up quick for high-volume shooters, and manual-only workflow slows pros use to burst modes. Viewfinder lacks diopter adjustment out of box, frustrating nearsighted users without tweaks. Number 3. Pentax 6.7. Launched in 1969, is a hulking medium-format beast that chews 120 film to spit out 6x7mm negatives, bursting with detail resolution that smokes full-frame sensors in large prints, where every fiber tells a story. This rangefinder mirrored SLR from Japan married portability with pro punch, weighing 3 pounds, yet folding into a shoulder bag for location scouts, unlike the tank-like Hasselblads it rivaled. Beating modern cameras? That massive negative captures tonal gradations from velvet shadows to blazing highlights, yielding prints with depth that 50 MP digitals approximate but rarely equal. The interchangeable film backs swap mid-roll for color to B&W transitions, a flexibility mirrorless magazines envy. Built like a tank with brass fittings, it shrugs off studio spills or desert dust, outlasting alloy bodies that dent on a bump. Shutter speeds from 10 seconds to 1/1000th, plus bulb mode, nail-long exposures for milky waterfalls or starry skies, where noise-free film trumps ISO-cranked sensors. For fashion shooters, the 100mm f 2.4 lens renders fabrics with lifelike texture, no sharpening artifacts in sight. Imagine framing a model's gaze. The waist-level finder flips for waist-high perspectives, adding drama that EVFs mimic awkwardly. Pros: unmatched negative size for gigantic, gallery-worthy prints with insane dynamic range and zero digital noise. Modular design with swappable backs and screens adapts to any creative flow, unlike fixed sensor rivals. Cons: heavy load slows run-and-gun street work, and film loading eats time compared to card swaps. Vibration from mirror flip demands mirror lockup for sharp teleshots, a step modern stabilization skips. Number 2. Hasselblad 500cm. The Swedish icon that put men on the moon and models on glossies. Its 6x6 square format yielding symmetrical masterpieces with clarity that buries 100MP sensors in balanced compositions. This modular waist-level wonder, at 2.5 pounds, assembles like Lego for custom kit back, screen, meter tailoring to jobs from macro florals to epic vistas, a chameleon trait rigid digitals lack. Superior to modern? The Carl Zeiss lenses, like the 80mm f2.8, etch details with micro-contrast that files can't fake, producing prints where pores and petals breathe life. No batteries, pure mechanics. Leaf shutter sinks to a 500th for fill, flash that evens skin tones naturally, outfoxing TTL glitches. The ground glass screen reveals focus with ghostly precision, training eyes beyond peaking aids. Imagine a bridal shoot. The square crop frames faces perfectly. No tilting for rule of thirds fuss. Built from stainless steel and leather, it endures heirloom lifetimes, unlike plastic that yellows young. Film Advance crank wins with satisfying whir, a ritual that slows you to savor light. For product pros, bellows extensions unlock 1.1 macros sharper than extension tube hacks. NASA's choice wasn't hype, its reliability in extremes proved gear must serve, not steal, the shot. Pros: Zeiss optics deliver legendary sharpness and color fidelity, ideal for fine art prints that digital upscaling can't touch. Battery-independent operation ensures shoots in any condition, from Arctic treks to tropical rains. Cons: square format demands reframing habits from rectangular shooters, and slow film advance limits action bursts. High initial mod cost climbs with lenses, pricier than all-in-one mirrorless kits. Number 1. Leica M3. The Leica M3 from 1954 is the rangefinder king that birthed street photography's soul. Its 35mm rangefinder, delivering focus accuracy down to 3.5 feet with a viewfinder that overlays frames like a ghost precision that autofocus often fumbles in dim alleys. This compact legend, tipping scales at 1.3 pounds, slips into jackets for candid hunts, quieter than whispering shutters in noisy mirrorless. Outshining modern? The Summicron 50mm f2 lens etches scenes with 3D pop and micro details that megapixel races chase endlessly, born from glass ground by monks of optics. All mechanical, it fires to 1/1000th without power, freezing moments in blizzards where digitals freeze up. The parallax-corrected finder scales for 28 135mm lenses, composing without crop creep. Imagine Paris streets. Its stealth black paint blends into crowds, nabbing life unposed where EVF glows betray. Brass top wears patina like a badge, heirloom tough against drops that crack composites. Film loads bottom, protecting from light leaks that plague lazy inserts. For war photojournalists, the rewind knob's speed saved lives quick evac. No fuss. No meter built in, but the discipline hones exposure intuition beyond histograms. Adapters unite it with digital M's for files infused with Leica glow. The M3 isn't tech, it's telepathy between eye and emulsion. Pros, incredibly compact for 35mm, enabling discrete street work that bulky DSLRs disrupt. Timeless Summicron optics provide bokeh and contrast unmatched by variable aperture zooms. Cons: no built-in light meter requires external tools or guesswork, slowing novices in changing light. Manual focus demands practice, frustrating auto-reliant shooters on fast subjects.